Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Better Call Saul Season 6, Episode 5. So, last time we had a pretty big scammerino from Kim and Jimmy. They stole Howard's car, Jimmy dressed up like Howard, set up a lunch with Clifford Maine, had Jimmy drive by the lunch, pretending to be Howard in his car, kick a hooker out of his car, and then speed off. So, yeah, we're gonna see what Clifford thinks of that as we progress, and are they that much closer to separating Howard from Clifford and getting their settlement money from the I almost said Kettleman's, no, the shoot, what was it, the I can't think of it now, I always forget it, for a Sandpiper, there we go. But yeah, on the other side of things, we have Mike, who is, stretched thin, trying to keep everybody safe from the potential of Lalo being alive, yet he doesn't even really know if Lalo is alive. So, let's see. Excuse me. Oh, there. All right. Sorry about that. But yeah, Mike doesn't even know if Lalo is alive, yet he's protecting all these people from just Gus's intuition. But we know that Lalo is alive and is in hiding, so I wonder what's gonna play out next, right? So, an awesome confrontation between Mike and Kim in the last episode, where I think they met for the very first time in the show, 6 seasons in, which was just really a really cool dynamic. But yeah, let's start this episode and see what happens next. All right, we're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Oh yeah, Jimmy also got an office, right? At least like a temporary one because he got kicked out of the nail salon for having too many people there. What do we get going on here? Mix, mix, swirl, mix, mix. Not meth, is it? They don't fill meth up that much. Like usually it's like a thin layer, right? Hmm. Some kind of gel that he suspended a tape measure in. Hmm. Interesting. Hmm. Okay. But why? What does it mean? I have no idea. It was like some kind of tape, not tape measure, but like a ruler kind of thing. And she's still worried about Lalo. I mean, obviously, she's still worried about Lalo, but that's why she's doing what she's doing. What if Jimmy sees it, though? How do you explain it? Make it look like she's doing stuff. Then why is there a chair against the door? Hmm. Does he mean that as in he's worried too? I like the smoke in the background too. Like of her cigarette. It's not like needed, but I'm glad he's dead. Yeah. About that. I don't know if she's gonna tell him though. I think what Mike said to her about Jimmy being soft got to her. Maybe in any other, maybe if Mike had never even said that, it's possible she wouldn't have, or she would have told him, right? All right. Everyone just going about their day to day, just seeing a little bit of concern on all of their faces. And I've had like something in my eye, or it's felt like something's been in my eye, no matter how much I like try to get an eyelash out. It's been like that for like a day or two. Still packing his heat. Man, I understand the need for supervision, But I absolutely hate when people stand over me while I work. I was just talking to a few friends about that different times when I've had like the CEO, kind of like Gus, um, just like watching me work, and it's like, ugh, God. Mm, Gus, focus. All right. But what about that guy's order? Did you finish it? It's gotta be nerve-wracking living every single day just knowing. Ooh, every little thing. It's like, oh, are you Jones and Howard? Uh, every little thing is gonna get to Cliff. I love it. Hmm. Well, uh, talking about trust. Just the look on Cliff's face that whole time. Hmm. uh, hmm. Uh, He's gonna suspect Jimmy's doing this. Yep. He's gonna blame Jimmy. Is that gonna make him look more crazy to Cliff, though? Oh, cancel my week? What are you gonna do? Alright. I wonder if Jimmy and Kim planned for this. Like, did they consider the fact of, like, what if he confronts him about this? Right? We've always known. Hey. We've always known Howard is, like, very quick to blame Jimmy on all of these things these days, even though usually he's right. But. She seems very worried. The toilet's still there. Guess you gotta keep working even, No wonder she gets the attitude she gets by Breaking Bad. Hmm. Oh. Big ol' wad of cash. Alright. He's got it. I mean, we knew he gets her at some point. It's just I wasn't sure if he got her now. Oh, this is her, her paralegal or something, or, right? Or associate or something. I think. Oh, that's why she's here. That's right. Schweikart is on the defending side, right? I was thinking, wait, that's not Howard or Cliff's. She's not from either of those, but hmm, interesting. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, what she's doing is good, helping people that can't afford to get the good help but need it, you know? I don't know how I feel about the way they're going about, getting the money to make those ends meet, right? Hmm. Yeah, okay. Go that way. Not one for many words. Uh, hmm. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't think Jimmy's the boxer type. He's gonna say something that makes him change his mind, isn't he? Oh. Or he just changes his mind. I thought Howard was gonna say something, some like shit talk. Alright. I have a feeling, yeah, Howard has a good stance and Jimmy's messing around. I actually think Howard's gonna. I think Howard's gonna land some good ones. Have we seen. I've watched too many shows where, like, characters box and, like, to. Oh, okay. That was pretty bad. I was gonna say, does he do this, like, in his spare time? But I don't think either of them do this. Ooh, okay. They both got it hidden. The ref is like, what is this? Ooh. First hit face shot. Oh, he stepped on the foot. Oh. Oh. That was a good one. What, because you beat the shit out of me? It's funny, like, you can see their characters in their forms too, though. Like, Jimmy's very, like, loose and goofing off and, like, not, like, structured form kind of thing. But then there was Howard, who was, like, fully structured, tight form, like, by the book the whole time, pretty much. Obviously, his swings were a little rough because they probably weren't, Oh. A PI. Alright. I wonder if that was his plan. Did he do this boxing and beat the shit out of Jimmy to piss Jimmy off more so that way Jimmy makes a move in order to allow this guy to find something kind of thing? I wonder if that was part of the plan. Because I feel like if you want someone to, like, get over the way they treat you. Oh, I also. Jimmy's being followed by Mike's guys, right? Jimmy and Kim? I wonder if Mike's guys will see this PI following and figure something out. Ooh. But yeah, usually if you want someone to get over uh the way they feel about you, you let them beat the shit out of you. But Howard beat the shit out of him, which to me means he's antagonizing Jimmy. Alright, it's Jimmy. I'm guessing Jimmy's gonna tell Kim. Hey honey, I'm home. What happened to you? Yep. Man, I guess you just throw it away. I love Kim. Hmm. Oh man, with the light out, you can really see it. I couldn't really tell anything that he was trying to. Granted, he was trying to cover it up, so he's using makeup. But when the light was out, I don't know if it was the lighting or what, but you could see a dark ring. So Kim knows. We just went past it. They just don't care. Must not have been a big deal to them. Like, oh shit. So I guess it was it all part of the plan then? Hmm. What do we got going on here? Ah. I thought it might have been the lady that was here at this house. I would have been like, nah, I could use something to eat. No, just kidding. The logs. Man, every day that goes by, Mike's doubt is gonna grow too until they find something. Hmm. That was very fast hand washing. Oh shit. Where are we going? Mike's like, oh, I just got out of the trunk, and now I gotta go back in. I still don't know what the thing at the start of the episode is all about. What are we looking at? What a crazy angle to like try to figure out until you see Mike for perspective of like what you're looking at. Is there underground area? Why here? Man, how did they get that machine in here? Hmm. He wanted proof, right? Lalo. That's why he went like back south or something. But this shouldn't be back south, so. But I mean, who knows where he went back south, but then who knows where he went now, you know? He could have been going after Nacho, and now Nacho's dead, and now maybe he moved on to his next thing. It's crazy that we haven't been like following his journey either. Hmm. Counting the amount of steps. Is he tracking the piece of equipment? Or did he put his gun there as a precaution? Okay. So okay, never mind. I thought like Lalo somehow like got a tracker on the piece of equipment before it was brought in here or something, and that's what Gus just found. But he didn't find something; he was placing something. Makes sense to why he pulled the gun out. Is he somehow gonna lure Lalo down here, and then have that weapon there as safety? I don't know. He also did something with the electric cable that I'm not sure. It's almost like he like I don't know if they twist to like lock into place and it's almost like he unlocked it so now it like can separate more easily. Maybe he plans on like somehow pulling it and then knowing where the gun's hidden to shut off the lights and then make his play at Lalo. I don't know. What are we looking at? This isn't, Werner's wife, is it? Oh, shit. So we get to see Lalo. This was his plan. He's gonna talk to Werner's wife. This is the proof. Did he go all the way to Germany then? Ben. Yep. That's her name, I believe, right? In case you didn't know before, yep. Now she said the name. Hmm. I can't remember if Werner said anything that was like damning, right? Yeah, they couldn't, right? Because of Mike's orders. This is partially why Mike took so many precautions and everything. This right here. I feel like Lalo's gonna find something, though. He's a flattering man. Bear Shin. Oh. Yeah, probably a little too soon. Hasn't been too long since she lost her husband, right? It can't have been even a year. Alright, did Lalo get anything? Ugh. It was like the same. I was expecting right before he went past the camera to have some kind of expression on his face of like either happy or mad to know like whether he pulled anything from that, but it was just the same straight face. I couldn't tell. Hmm. Why did we stay here though? That was a cool little like time lapse shot of the area though. I like that. I've always liked the idea of public transportation as long as it like went at a time that's convenient for me. Like I never want to get out of work and have to wait like 2 hours for the bus, right? Because that's two essentially to me that's 2 hours more of working that I'm doing that I'm not even getting paid for. So like that's not fun to me. But uh if I had like a bus route that went like that got me to work on time and got me from work on time within like a 20-30 minute window of before and after, I think I'd much rather do the public transportation, you know? But where I live, there is none of that. Oh, look at that painting of Darth Vader there in the other room. I'm just kidding. I highly doubt it's Darth Vader. Is he gonna find like some kind of like hidden like maybe Warner had a place where he kept his secret stuff? Or will Werner just have something here? Can't imagine with the job being so secretive he would have left any like evidence out in the open of what he's doing. But I wouldn't be surprised if he had some secret place that he kept things. Uh-oh. She's supposed to be at work. What's she doing here already? She took the bus too. How'd she even get back? Oh, Lalo, no. I know that other people speak like different languages to their dogs, but that's super interesting that like I never really thought about like people speaking different languages, just like talking to their pets in those other languages. You know, it's just something that you don't really think about. Hmm. No, don't go up there. Just get your phone and leave. There's no reason. Ah, it's the thing from the beginning. Hmm. Interesting. Come on. You don't have to go there. Get your phone, go to work, and you'll live. It's not even gonna hurt. He's not even here to. Where did he go? He hid somewhere. Where did he hide? Oh, he jumped out the window. Hmm. Ah! That's how they end it? Alright. That is it, guys, for episode 5. What a great little, like, starting with that thing being made and then ending with that thing catching Lalo's attention. Now, I don't know what it means because I don't know what that I don't know what that signifies. Like, what did that tell Lalo? Like, I feel like it's going to be important, right? Because we had it at the start of the episode and then at the end. I mean, unless he got, like, some kind of memento made for, like, each job, and maybe, like, the where it was made, that Vokers or whatever, is, like, they know a little bit more about what he does. I don't know. I don't know. I'm really curious to see what Lalo gets out of that. But I will say, seeing Lalo again was awesome because I've grown to really love his character. And like I wasn't too sure about him when he first showed up, right? But then he grew on me. And then I was even still like there was a part of me that's like, oh, well, I don't know his character in Breaking Bad, so he doesn't matter. You know, I had a little bit of that, not a lot. I didn't want to like say it out loud too much. Like every now and then I said like, well, unfortunately we know that he dies, and I try not to like think too much like that of like, oh, this character's not in Breaking Bad because like neither was Nacho, and I love Nacho too, you know. Uh, but now that we've gone several episodes without having Lalo, I was like, damn, like I really miss following that man, and like he's so like he's kind of got a little bit of that. Like, I almost think he's more, like, charismatic than even Gus is. Like, Gus has that intimidation factor, and Gus gets stuff done in a professional manner. And I feel like Lalo's similar to that, but Lalo's charisma is, like, off the charts with it, too, you know? Like, just the way that he can, like, move. Like, he's so good at handling people and situations, and then even when he goes into handling things himself, like sneaking into these buildings and everything, he does it so well, you know? It's like I love it. It's just great. And honestly, I think it almost like don't get me wrong, I love Gus, but when it comes to Lalo, Lalo does a lot of this stuff himself, whereas Gus sends men to do a lot of his things, you know? So it's like and that's perfectly fine because that's the type of people they are. I'm the same way. Like I don't know how to do shit. I'd have to have other people do everything for me, you know? Like I was thinking about it before when what did we see? I guess we saw when Gus went down into the cellar area. I thought he was gonna, for some reason, I thought he was gonna start like working on it or something, or start working on something down there. and I was gonna be like, man, how does Gus know how to do all these things? I was like, I need to learn how to do things. I don't know how to do anything like construction wise or any of that. Like I always hear people talking about like, oh yeah, I fixed my own toilet, no big deal, and stuff like that. It's like I don't know how to fix a toilet. It's like, oh, I fixed my car, I did my own oil change. It's like I don't know how to do those things, and it makes me feel inferior. Like I should be doing those things, right? But but no, it's just seeing Lalo do all of this stuff is just it's just fun to watch, and having him on camera again was just amazing. I can't believe how much I've enjoyed his character. But but yeah, we'll see what he discovers with that thing here in the future. But as for the start, like beginning half of the episode, we had Howard or Cliff talking to Howard, right, and confronting him about it, which gives him the idea that oh, Jimmy's behind this, right? Because like I think he was already suspicious of Jimmy, and then he had like that last set off was where like oh, I was having lunch with Kim, and it's like oh okay, and I mean it does make sense. Like honestly, his logic isn't too flawed. Like Jimmy has done the prostitute angle before, like it's pretty obvious it's Jimmy. But then, they do this boxing fight and Howard has a PI following them and everything, and it's like, okay, like, but obviously Jimmy doesn't know about the PI yet, but Jimmy and Kim don't seem concerned at all that Howard knows, and they're just like, just wait till he finds out what's coming for him. And it's like, what do they have going? I don't know. I don't know, like, I'm really curious. Is it just the doubt from Clifford that they're anticipating, or do they have another step to their plan that we have yet to see as the audience? I'm really looking forward to that though. But but yeah. Oh man, I mean that honestly those several things like between we went from that whole situation with Howard and Jimmy and all that. Well, I guess him having his secretary back. I can't remember her name. Was it Frederica? Is that what it was? Or am I like misremembering? I don't even know if I. It's gonna be so hard for me to find it written down because that was like season 3 or something, right? Or maybe season 4. Either way, she having her back in the picture is cool. She's still that. Obviously, we know her in Breaking Bad as being a lot more sassy and a lot more like, I don't, I don't take shit from anyone kind of thing. Whereas here, she's still more a bit innocent. She kind of hasn't broken bad yet, right? But Jimmy suckered her in here. She's gonna be dealing with more like hardened people, like actual criminals and everything, being the secretary of this establishment, and I think that's gonna like buckle her up pretty quick. I don't see anything in my season 2 and season 3, so maybe she showed up in season 4, or maybe I just wrote I think I did write the name down later, right? I think I like didn't write her name down when she first showed up. Man, no, this is like I have Anniversary of Chuck. Yeah, either I wrote it down and I just can't find it in my notes, or I never actually did write her name down. I am skimming my notes, so it's very possible that I missed it, but either way. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Alright, well. Yeah, I'm just not gonna worry about it. I probably could have Googled. Oh, Francesca. Ha! I found it. Season 3, episode 2. I wrote down Francesca. Is that the name? Now I'm doubting my own notes. I didn't write down what it was. I have no context. I just have Francesca. Anyway, either way, I was gonna look it up, but it's not a big deal. But yeah, like this episode was really good. I enjoyed it. I really was like, I know I already said this, but I almost think like the last couple episodes weren't as good to me because we haven't had Lalo, but the anticipation of Lalo was like building for me as well as the audience member, so that was really good. Um I'm really I just there's so many things I'm really curious of from this episode. Like this episode was a build-up episode, right? In my opinion. Like for one, it's building up Lalo's investigation. He went after Werner's wife and everything, trying to learn as much information as he can about what they're building. That's the proof he's trying to give to if he can find proof that he is building something down there, he can show that to the Don and is that the right word for it? Don, yeah, Don Eladio, yeah, and maybe convince him that Chicken Man's gotta go, right? And then that would give him the backing of the cartel rather than just himself trying to get revenge. So, um, I feel like that's the angle he's pushing for. So we'll have to see how that plays out. But we had Lalo doing his thing. We had, for whatever reason, Gus down there in that room with the gun, and it looked like he kind of prepped the lights to be like knocked out real quick. Maybe that's my theory anyway. Like it seemed like he unlatched it so that way it can be pulled apart very easily. Uh, Other than that, I don't know what he did to that light if it's not that. And then on top of all that, we have what's it called? We have whatever plan is in motion for Jimmy and Kim. We have Howard with his PI. It's like a lot of these little moves are being made in this episode. So yeah. Other than that, I don't really have much more to talk about, guys. It was real fun, and I can't wait to see more. That'll be it for me. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more from me. You can see the rest of Better Call Saul right now through the Patreon exclusive tier. Check that out. The link is in the description below, or it should be popping up on the screen. And you can see whatever has replaced this show as well. There'll be a bunch of seasons of it or several shows because this one has been so long. I don't know what I'm replacing it with. So check that out if you're interested. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.